guys, just a little update for May 25th, 2017. We're cruising down the highway in the red Chevy. This has been a good truck if you want to go back and watch the videos on turning it from a basic work truck into a little less basic work truck. Anyhow, here we are cruising down the highway, headed up north. We're going to look at a mill and see if I can get you some footage of that. Kind of excited. Wanted a mill for a long time, and it's a good chance to go take a look at it. So if I see anything interesting on the way, we'll make sure we stop and get some video of it. All right, I'll bring you back when there's something interesting going on. Yep, just got truck filled up, and not gonna be able to see the gas gauge there. And we're just moving along here. Got about an hour and a half drive here now, and this is one of my favorite drives in northern Minnesota, up Highway 4. And just gonna cross the viaduct here over Island Lake. A lot of people fish off the viaduct here. Just got word that the dry cut saw's blade is done. Pick that up tomorrow on my way out to the shop. Got some teeth replaced and everything sharpened up, and it's ready to go again. So it's a good feeling to have everything ready to go. Have that spare right there, ready to be used if needed. So, all right, guys. If I see something interesting, I'll bring you back. All right, guys. Figured I'd take a moment to tell you what I know about this mill before we get there. I'm not gonna talk while I'm looking at the mill because I don't want people to think that I'm talking to myself. I'm crazy enough already. People don't need to know it. So it's a Index 645. Built pre-71, so it's an Index. It's not a Wells Index. It was built before they bought it. I don't have the serial number. The pictures that I got weren't clear enough to read the serial number, so I can't get an exact year it was built. So, but the pictures all look good. Of course, we're going to inspect the table and see how everything moves. And check horsepower ratings. It should be 3-phase. I need to see if it's a R8 collet or if it's a Brown and Sharp number 9. See what the taper is. Because if it's Brown and Sharp number 9, it's worth a little bit less. I understand I can send the brain fart. I can send the part out to be to Wells Index in Michigan, and they will regrind it to an R8 taper, which might be necessary. Make a little more sense. R8 tooling and collets are widely available, where the Brown and Sharp number 9 is a little more rare and harder to find. I did check on eBay, and there are some collet sets on eBay for that, but as far as other tooling, direct fit tooling for it, that Brown and Sharp number 9 seems to be pretty rare. So it's a decision I have to make and find out if it's worth it or not. So, but battery's dying here at the moment, so I'm going to let you go, and we'll bring you back when we take a look at it. All right, guys. So you got to take a look at it here. The table's 9 inches wide, and here you can see them measured out. It's 40.5 inches long, and so it's the smaller table. This did come with a 48-inch table as well, but this is the smaller table version. There's kind of a step back and a look at it. Sorry about the shaky video. Cell phone. Here we're going to look at the handle, the x-axis. It's got about 22 thousandths of backlash right there. Not too bad, but not great either. The y-axis here, play with it a little bit. It's got 10 to 12 thousandths of backlash in it just from feeling it, not putting a dial gauge on it, just by looking at the numbers there. Then I got to put the handle here on the z-axis to check that out. Take just a second here to slide the handle on. The handle is there, so that's a good sign. It's got a little acorn nut on there that I had to spin off to get the handle on. So it does move freely, and looks like 4 thousandths approximately of backlash in the Z, which is just fine. But it does move freely all the way up and down. I went ahead and tested it after I shut off the camera and talked to the guy there a little bit more, and so the quill handle works. The drive, it's got the power drive for the quill, and all that does work, and it is an R8 collet. It's not the Brown & Sharpe number 9. So got a small vise on it. There's a picture. You can see in that picture, you can see where somebody milled out some of the table. Just took another step back there. There's the machine tag. You can see it was made in Jackson, Michigan, so it means it's an index, not a Wells index. There's another machinist vise that they have for sale, and there's that's a 12-inch rotary indexer. And this picture is it's a D'Arco finger brake, and on the end there's a notcher, and underneath there's a shear that I didn't notice while I was there. There's a smaller rotary indexer, and there's the last picture of the mill. So now we're on our way home, and got home and sat down with the wife, and we talked it over and did some Googling, and decided that we were going to go ahead and see if we can make a deal on this mill and a few of the other things that he's got there. So hopefully we make a good deal, and we're able to bring this thing home next week. And then it'll be getting it set up, which is going to require a couple of VFDs, and because it's got 2 motors. Index has a motor for the head, and then the separate motor that runs the table axes. So we'll need, and they're both 3-phase, I believe. I know the main motor is 3-phase. I'm not sure about the second one. Somebody mentioned on a website that it may not be a 3-phase motor, so we'll have to check that out and take a good look at it. So there we are, driving back down the highway, headed home. About a 2-hour drive. I think it was well worth the 5 hours I spent to run up there, and spent an hour with the guy. Ooh, a lot of bumps. Sorry about that. And headed home, and that's it for this update. We'll catch you guys very soon in the update tomorrow night. Have a great one, and we'll see you then.